Welcome, Oriole Nation. This is section 388, where the die-hard Oriole fan sits. I'm Phil, this is Alan, and this is Greg. And today we're going to talk about us, the fans. I just feel that over the past 14 seasons, things have kind of died down. During games, I've noticed that the fans are just so timid, cheering for this team, and it's almost like trepidation.
Can you really blame them? I mean, they're a hard team to cheer for, even though, I mean, there's not a whole lot to cheer for because they're not winning. I mean, I totally get where they're at, but I also don't want to leave the team stranded. That's why I've been I kind of feel bad that, we have one of the best ballparks in the country and we can't put 12,000 people in there to see us.
Well, part of the problem, like I said, again, we got to put a quality team out there. Is fan-wise, this city bleeds. Like we bleed Ravens, but we also bleed the Orioles, and we haven't seen that. We haven't seen the city really come out for this team since Cal Ripken was here, and since we blew the team up back in the '90s. And we started this rebuilding process. So I think now that we're getting some core players to build around, I think we just need to. I think we need to come back and start really rooting for this team. Let's make it look like it is on opening day every night.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
And that's kind of like my point is, I've always used this scenario. A stand-up comedian will have a great night when the audience is with them, but he's going to have a suck night when the audience isn't with him and aren't really, laughing at his jokes. And I see it the same way. I feel like we've forgotten how to support a team, even though, yeah, we do suck. But I mean, look at when the Mets first came to the major leagues. All their fans were behind them, and they sucked their first season, and the fans just were happy to have a baseball team.
And well, for a lot of years, I mean, they used to be the Orioles. People would come see the Orioles if they were winning or losing. I mean, even though, our last World Series was in '83, the rest of the '80s, we didn't really do too well.
Nope.
But did people still go to the games? Yes. Granted, we had lost the Colts at that point, so that was the only major league professional sports team that we had, but people still came. And the whole Cal Ripken thing, after our last winning season, we still had Cal Ripken 4 more years, and we still packed that stadium every night because he was there. That's why I agree with Greg. We need another marquee player like that. I don't think we have one yet. We have a contender in Adam Jones.
Yeah.
And, I think Nick Markakis is, good too. So we'll just see how this comes about. But the thing is, we need to start winning with those guys. If we're going to continue to be a sub-500 team with those guys, I don't think it's going to happen.
I think we got to bring up this point, which is Baltimore fans are going to hate. But Pittsburgh, the Pirates, are just as bad as the Orioles, and it seems that they are putting more people in the stands than Baltimore. And to be compared to Pittsburgh like that, it's not going to work. We need to get fans out here. We need to get excited about this team again. That means if we need to sign somebody like a Prince Fielder to put people back in the seats, even though it really does not fit in our plan or our team, we still need to get somebody here that the fans and everybody can get around.
Yeah, well, Washington's probably going to pick up Prince Fielder, which kind of scares me because it will bring all the fans to that ballpark. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, go Washington. They're an up-and-coming team, I feel. But it just scares me to think that, our next season the seats will be even more empty. And,
well, you also have to think too, I mean, besides, us, my best memories of the Orioles were when I was a kid. this sport not only reaches out to people like us, but it's also to the younger generations. Mm-hmm. And thinking about it, being a teacher myself, the kids that I teach middle school. None of those kids in that school right now were alive the last time the Orioles were a winner.
Exactly.
And it's crazy because walking around, there is no Oriole pride in that school at all. They could care less. All they say is Orioles suck, Orioles suck. And they were like, why are you an Orioles fan? They suck. Well, because I grew up when they were good.
Yeah.
I grew up with the Oriole magic. I have that tradition, that pride in me. That's why I will never be a fair weather fan and go root for another team just because they're winning.
And I feel like it's just that ongoing mentality that's been going on for years and years. It's just been hit on replay. It's like, oh, we suck. Oh, that's expected. Oh, the Orioles do it again. But our mentality just has to change around here. It drives me nuts to, see a guy wearing a Yankees hat, but he still cheers for the Orioles, but he chooses to wear the hat so he doesn't have to explain why he's an Orioles fan.
I'm telling you, I start to get the fire on those Yankee series at Camden Yards when the place is packed and we end up pulling out a W out of it, and all of a sudden you start to get a glimpse of what it used to be like.
Yep.
It's awesome. I miss it.
Well, I think there's another thing is about the Yankees. The Yankees have an aura about them. They are expected to win. Even when they have a losing season, they are expected to win.
Even the Red Sox.
And if they don't win, if they don't pull it out, moves need to be made. The fans, the ownership, the team, we need to expect more out of this. Not just every year. It's kind of like, oh, the Orioles, as Alan said, the Orioles suck. We need to expect the Orioles to win every year. And that mentality has not been here in a long time. I haven't felt it. The last time the Orioles were a winning team, I was still a teenager. And at this point, it's kind of, we need to get back to that. We're going to win. We're going to win our division. We're going to compete with the Yankees. We're going to compete with the Red Sox. I mean, there's no reason why we can't put a boot in the Yankees and Red Sox ass. There's no reason why we can't compete in this division.
I'm telling you, Ray Lewis, if you're out there, can you put on an Orioles uniform and kind of inspire the team a little bit? I mean,
do some BP.
Yeah, man.
8-0 in the crib.
But yeah, we just need that leadership. We need someone to really make that clubhouse thrive again and make it come to life. I mean, I feel like this team has become this hub of sorrow, and just drives me crazy. I just want to tell the players, look at the history of this ball club. I mean, all the way back to the 1890s, John McGraw, for crying out loud. Earl Weaver, Jim Palmer, all these great, people have been a part of this organization, and I just want that pride again. I want the pride in the players I just want that pride to be shown through the players again. And I think it's us as fans, it's our responsibility to show these players what this team means to us.
And no matter what, we're always behind them. I mean, that's going back to the whole younger generation thing. I remember when I was in elementary, middle school, half my class would miss school or leave early to go to opening day. I mean, that was another holiday, and we don't have that anymore.
Nope.
It's it used to be. I used to love going to the yard and watching them play. I mean, there's nothing like going to see a game in the yard, and there still isn't. I still love going to games, but the atmosphere is just not the same.
Nope. I still love I love the yard. I love Camden Yards. I think that personally, I liked Memorial Stadium a lot better because I felt like it was in the community. I feel like Camden Yards at this point is kind of outside of Baltimore. It's almost, it's kind of in the district or the area where there's really not almost homes and things like that, like apartments. Where Memorial Stadium was in the heart of Baltimore. And I think that we need to kind of, as bad as it is, we need to embrace where Camden Yards is. We need to really come out and support this team. And again, we need to show the team that we expect more. We don't want mediocrity. We want a good team that plays fundamental baseball and that competes. And I think really that we need to liven the city up again. Now, I see a lot of people walking around in purple and black. I would love to see some orange and black
I
rolling
miss
around
the
this
orange
town.
and black.
Me too. And I want to see this logo on the side of Federal Hill come like next fall or within the next 5 years, or 3 years preferably. But yeah, that's just something that's been in my heart. I just really want to tell you fans out there just to fire up and get behind this team and start talking about them again and start encouraging them and going to the yard, especially on the 20th anniversary. So that's been on my heart like lately. So yeah, we didn't get any comments last week, so please leave your comments below us. We'll answer them, or if you have any questions, we can answer hopefully. So yeah, well, until next week, go Ravens!
And Ravens, congratulations,
Yeah.
AFC Division champs.
Also, a
AFC
special
North.
shout out to Anquan Bolden. Thanks for repping the orange and black.
Yeah, man.
That's right. Got that right.
All right, well, peace out, everybody.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.